Last spring we had the Peugeot Partner, great little van, and we had the petrol version. Now this time we have the electric one. Weather's a little better today. Last time it was a nice wet spring day. Today we have a rare day at the moment where it's not actually raining and there is a little bit of blue sky. A little bit, not much. So here it is, the Peugeot e-Partner, the electric version. Let's have a look around and then take it for a drive. The front. The side. The other side. The back. Okay, this particular model doesn't have the optional multi-flex system that the petrol one had when we tested it, which had a compartment through here for longer items. It had storage under the seat. It had a second seat in the middle here with storage under it. Yeah, this one doesn't have those features. One thing the Partner would benefit from is a little storage compartment back here. I mean, chances are you won't have a charging cable floating around in the back, but you may do. But it would benefit from a little storage compartment to put it in. Loose things like this slide around in the back here a little too easily and can be distracting, makes a bit of a noise. But you could always get a tie down. It's got these little rings in here that you can tie them down to, put a bungee cord over it or something like that, probably work well. But yeah, let's take a look at the power plant. Well, there's not much to it. It's well down there, a lot of space. It'd be pushed down there quite low to for the centre of gravity thing, to keep it a bit more stable in the front. It's really nice. Plenty of room, but it's a great little engine. 100 kilowatts of power it puts out, 260 newton meters of torque, front wheel drive of course. Top speed 135 kilometers an hour. It's not a race car, it's a little delivery van, but it's enough for our open road speed limit. 0 to 100 of 11.2, obviously unloaded. It will take 28 hours to charge from empty and a standard 10 amp socket, 7 hours with a wall box, 30 minutes to 80% with a wall charger, so fast charger. That's cool. Got a range, they claim the range of 245 kilometers maximum range. When I plugged it in, the computer came up with 280 odd k's, it was telling me, so I'd believe that. I think it could do it quite well. Yeah, great little wagon. Okay, went through most of the features of the Partner when we had the petrol one, but we didn't do the water bottle test. I hadn't come up with that idea at that point. So we will do it now. There's, nope, definitely not there. It's got a cup holder on each side, and it doesn't even fit in there. It probably fits it upside down, but not very stable. Works in the door pocket quite nicely, that's cool. In the middle, we don't have a middle seat, we've got a little tray, but it won't sit in there very well. It'll slide around. Well, that's a good little spot. Now that's cool. Same as the driver's side, not going to fit in there. It's got this little one here. That's cool, fits in there, might slide a bit. That one down there, that works really well. Glove box. It's quite big, you can probably fit 3 in there. And then we've got a compartment up here for your clipboards and stuff, but that might fall out and hit you in the head. That's alright. And of course the door pocket. That works. So good storage, but these cup holders, pretty useless really. Speaking of pretty useless, is that mirror. Had that on the petrol one. It is here again on the electric one with nothing to look at in the back. Don't know why they bother. Open up the barn doors, and no surprise, the water bottle does fit. Might fall. Loud. In fact, you could probably put a pallet of water bottles in there. With the petrol version of the Partner, it was a little difficult to drive in slow traffic. If you were crawling, it would be very jerky, it would be very stop go. It would stop sooner than you wanted to stop, and then you went to drive, you take your foot off the brake, and it was like, oh, and go too fast, so you put your foot back on the brake, and it would stop quickly again. Wouldn't just crawl smoothly in heavy traffic. With the electric version, it's smooth. You can crawl along in the traffic, no problem. You just put your foot on the brake, you can crawl along at 1 kilometre an hour if you needed to. It's just perfect. And then when the traffic clears, it's smooth and easy to take off. It's pretty quick. You can easily spin the front wheels if you're going over a white line in the wet. You have the regenerative braking on at the moment, which means you don't even need to brake all that much, which could be annoying for the vehicles behind you. They won't know you're braking because the brake lights don't actually come on when you're using the regenerative braking. There's a little bit of a creak from the brakes when you are crawling a bit. Groans a little, which is interesting. But here we are in heavy traffic now, and we're just crawling along, and it will just smoothly as anything will slow down, speed up, slow down, speed up. It's very, very nice. A lot more tolerable than what the petrol version was. Right, we have exited the traffic of Ponsonby, and we are now entering this awesome Auckland motorway system covered in road cones. Not sluggish at all, this electric motor. Takes off quite nicely. Keep up with the other traffic, absolutely no problem, and leave them behind. With the regenerative braking, it's really good in traffic. You don't have to do a lot of braking, just lift off the accelerator and it will slow down quite rapidly, which makes crawling in heavy traffic nice and easy. But we don't have too much traffic here at the moment. And it's just so quiet as well. There's no rumble from your engine, it's just a little whir. Bit of wind noise. Smooth, quiet, little bumps on the motorway, don't even feel them, just floats over. So yeah, it's got lane departure guidance. If you drift into your lane, drift out of your lane slightly, the wheel just jerks you back ever so gently, keeps you in your lane. Nice little safety feature. Even on a basic version such as this, they've still got safety features like that as standard. Very good to have. Cool. Very quiet. The Peugeot e-Partner. Great little van for inner city deliveries like cafe, coffee beans around cafes, flower shops probably. Perfect little van for that. Great for your bottom line being electric, save you a ton of money and running costs. The standard one comes in at $74,990 with a clean car rebate of $8,625, bringing it down to $66,395, which is a great price for a little workhorse like this. And like I say, it will save you a ton of money on running costs being electric. You get a long wheelbase version one that comes in at $77,990, the clean car rebate bringing it down to $69,365. So under 70 grand for a great little delivery wagon. awesome little wagon. Highly recommend it.